You know how that goes.
Black and blue, I crawl along the wreckage of what now is gone. Back to you to fight another day. I'll go on and on and on and on. I'll face it, the demons I created with every last part of me. The pain will fade and I'll go on and on and on and on. I'll face it, the demons I created.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your SmackDown Fallout broadcast show, results show. I'm your host, Chase Carter. Joining me on Skype is my special colleague and friend, the Gator Ricky Ross from Southside Pro Wrestling. Welcome everybody to the broadcast, man.
How you doing, fans? This is Gator Ricky Ross, Chase just mentioned, and I'm glad to be here, Chase. Thanks for having me again.
Yeah, we're going to go over SmackDown results here in just a moment, but I want to welcome my special colleague, Clinton, here on the phone here in just a second.
All right. Well, wrestling fans, while Chase is doing that, this Saturday, December the 19th, SPW, the company I work for, Southside Pro Wrestling, will be at the Virginia Beach Boys and Girls Club. So all my Virginia wrestling fans, come on out. Come see us. It's going to be a great night of action. We've got the season's beating Battle Royal, and we've got 4 title matches. Right, you heard the Gator right. 4 title matches. You don't want to miss this.
All right, Clinton, are you there?
Yeah, sorry about that. It's been a while. I'm glad to be back.
Yep, glad to have you on board. Let's go over the first match. We started off SmackDown with Roman Reigns coming out, and this got pretty interesting tonight. Roman Reigns just talking about winning the championship and what it meant to him, and that it happened on his daughter's birthday. And then Sheamus came out, and it got pretty heated then. Sheamus just pretty much told Roman Reigns that he was not allowed there tonight. So the security ended up coming out, and Sheamus told him, go get him. And then Roman Reigns clean house, laying out the security. That was pretty good. I thought it was pretty funny. And then we go to our matchup. We had Ryback versus Alberto Del Rio. And Alberto Del Rio wins this match with the help of the League of Nations. And then they attacked Ryback after the match. Rusev applied the Accolade submission. Your thoughts on this, Mr. Gator?
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. I kind of like it because we've got this new group forming called the League of Nations. And if you can, from what I've seen, they're getting ready to be a force to be reckoned with. They're getting to the point where they can basically say they're about the strength of the Wyatt family, or back when the Shield was around, the strength of the Shield. I mean, because there are strength in numbers. So when you have numbers on your side, you can't lose.
Exactly. What did you think about this matchup, Clinton?
I thought it was good, although I wish they would have came up with this by Survivor Series instead of afterwards.
Right. Let's go over the next matchup. We had Titus O'Neil versus Tyler Breeze. And Titus O'Neil wins this matchup with the help of, assist from the Goldust, messing with Tyler Breeze from ringside with their usual, VIP lounge that they normally do by ringside. And then backstage we saw Tyler Breeze and Summer Rae together. And then Goldust sneaked up behind him, get in the face of Tyler Breeze, and kind of freaked out Tyler Breeze and Summer Rae. And they told him to get out, and that was pretty funny there. But starting with you, Clinton, this time, what did you think of this matchup?
I would like to know why Tyler Breeze is losing so much after just debuting last month.
Yeah.
They say it's because he got lost in the shuffle, but they need to not lose people like that after they debut a month afterward.
What did you think about this match, Gator?
Well, I'm going to tell you this. think Tyler Breeze needs to stop worrying about that VIP lounge or little VIP area he has and start concentrating on whoever is in the ring with him. You know, Titus O'Neil is a very strong guy. I mean, if you look at the guy, he's got a very good physique. He's a very tall guy. He's got some weight on him. You know, Tyler Breeze is kind of the underdog in that match, if you think about it. So you need to not worry about the VIP lounge. You need to worry about moves that involve your strength, which is quickness and speed.
I agree. Let's also go over to the Lucha Dragons versus the New Day. This was a pretty entertaining matchup. The New Day, annoying to me as always, bragging about how well they're the best champions ever, and it just makes me sick. But anyway, we all have difference of opinion on it. But the Lucha Dragons win this matchup. Your thoughts on this, Mr. Gator?
I gotta tell you, man, New Day rocks. I've always liked the New Day. I think they're entertaining. I think they're more of a comedy act if you really think about it. That's all they are. But if you look past the comedy act, the guys can actually wrestle also. So that's about where you got to look. You got to look at their actual wrestling ability, and they can actually wrestle.
Yep. Clinton, what did you think about this matchup?
I thought it was excellent, considering on Sunday they were just in a ladder match. And I'm glad we get to see it one more time. Hopefully the Lucha Dragons will win on Tuesday, and then we take the title.
All right. Well, we'll just have to see what happens there. We also had Brie Bella, and this was a pretty interesting matchup between Brie Bella and Becky Lynch. And then Becky Lynch wins match by submission, my bad. Charlotte came out, got involved in a little bit in this matchup. Seemed like Becky Lynch and Charlotte had some problems backstage. Becky seemed like she's not too happy about all this. Clinton, what did you think about this matchup?
I thought it was good, considering the creative team seemed to have dropped the ball with the Divas lately. And I'm hoping they'll pick back up steam going into 2016.
Okay. Gator, what did you think about the match?
Well, I'll tell you this. I've always been a big fan of the Bellas, but I have started liking the last kicker. I got to give her that. Becky Lynch brings something completely different to that Divas division. And it's kind of hard to say what it is because I'm still trying to figure it out. But I feel like she brings a whole new attitude to the Divas division, which is kind of refreshing, being that a lot of the Divas are just like, oh well, I'm pretty, they've got a whole nother. It's a different kind of an idea added to the Divas division. Right,
I agree. What do you think is going to happen between Becky Lynch and Charlotte if they do get in a rivalry here? Who do you think is going to be able to be on top of this rivalry, Gator?
Well, they're going to push Charlotte. That's just the way it is. That's Ric Flair's daughter. They're going to push Charlotte. It would be different if they did push Becky on top of, push her over Charlotte. But I have a feeling Charlotte's going to get pushed, a lot here. But we will see some very entertaining matches. Both of these women can wrestle. And, it's just going it's refreshing to see a big rivalry like that in the Divas division.
I agree. Okay, Clinton, when do you think we'll see Charlotte possibly turn on Becky Lynch? When do you think it'll happen?
I think it'll happen before the Royal Rumble to set up a Charlotte versus Becky match. And like Gator, I agree. Charlotte will go over, but hopefully Becky will get a shot eventually.
Okay. What about you, Gator? When do you think this Charlotte might turn on Becky?
Maybe it'll be next Monday on Raw. Maybe, hopefully. I mean, I can see where this is going. It's starting to be a pattern here. So, but like I said, and Clint agreed. Charlotte's going over. There's no question about it.
Okay, we got one more match to go over. We got Dolph Ziggler versus Kevin Owens. This was the main event. This match was intense. Before backstage, Kevin Owens was running his mouth off backstage, saying he's going to put Dolph Ziggler in the hospital for the night's over with. And he almost did, but the ref stopped the match. Kevin Owens got disqualified because he was threw Dolph Ziggler over the announce table, and then he was going to assault him some more on the outside of the ring. But Dean Ambrose showed up to make the save, and Dean Ambrose was getting ready to do his dirty deeds, but somehow Kevin Owens was able to get out of it, and he ran away. And then as Dolph Ziggler was getting ready to go to the back, then Kevin Owens took another shot at Dolph Ziggler, knocking him out. And then Dean Ambrose came over there to help Dolph Ziggler, but Dolph Ziggler ended up knocking out Dean Ambrose. Clinton, what did you think of this matchup?
I thought it was good. I hope they don't turn Dolph heel, because that's been proven to be a failure. And I'd like to add, as soon as SmackDown went off the air, Roman did show back up and clean house against the League of Nations and against some other. I think it was the League. But yeah, he ended up coming back and beating everyone else. So that's all they've got.
Right. Gator, what did you think of this matchup?
Well, I got to tell you this. I can see where this is going, and we're probably going to end up with a triple threat at the next pay-per-view, where it will probably be for the Intercontinental Championship. Now, I can't say how that's going to play out, but I can see where this is going. Dolph could be thinking that it was Dean that knocked him out. So, you never know. There's pros and there's cons to everything, but I can see a triple threat match brewing here.
Okay, we'll have to see what happens. Well, that's the end of the SmackDown results. I want to know your final thoughts. Clinton, what was your final thoughts for tonight? You got any final thoughts for us?
It seems as though as we get closer to SmackDown moving into USA, the creative have finally figured out a way to make it meaningful again.
Okay. Gator, you got any final thoughts for us?
Well, I got to tell you one thing, Chase. Once again, this Saturday, December the 19th, the company I work for Southside Pro Wrestling, we will be at the Virginia Beach Boys and Girls Club. All the Virginia wrestling fans, come on out and see us this Saturday, Seasons Beatings. And also, Chase, I appreciate you having me again. And SmackDown was awesome this week. I will say it was one of the better SmackDowns I have seen.
I agree. SmackDown was pretty good tonight with Roman Reigns cleaning house with the security. I just wanted to say real quickly on that note, if Roman Reigns is going to be doing that, they're going to need to get some more stronger security guys to take Roman Reigns out, more like wrestlers, because the security guys, that ain't going to work. They're not that very big and strong. But I want to tell the viewers to go sign up for the WWE Network. It's still free at WWE.com. Go sign up for that. And you can also go to Walmart and get a 3 months worth of the network. Christmas around the corner. That would be an awesome gift to give to the entire family. Go sign up for the network. And thank you, Mr. Gator, and thank you, Clinton, for joining me. And everybody have a wonderful night. Good night, everybody.